Dogs cannot speak the words "I love you," yet they express it in another way. Gentler, more subtle, and sometimes so deep you might not imagine it. Their love doesn't come in words, but in the small moments you often overlook. A gaze that lasts a few extra seconds, a soft breath as they lie next to you, or footsteps following you from one room to another. Each of those actions is like a silent compliment, a way they say, "You are my world," without uttering a sound. Strangely, the older they get, the deeper and clearer these expressions become. They don't need to be loud, don't need to draw attention. They just need you. And sometimes, simply noticing those little signals is enough to give their hearts more peace than 1,000 spoken words. In today's video, you'll understand how some actions that seem very ordinary for a dog are actually the deepest compliments they give a human. Compliments reserved for the one they trust, choose, and consider home. And if your dog has ever done one of the things I'm about to list, you're not just their owner. You're the one they have placed their full trust in. Section 1. Night Watch Patrol. There is a moment that most owners never notice, but it's one of the ways a dog loves you most deeply. It's when the whole house is quiet. Lights are off. You have fallen into sleep, but your dog hasn't. They rise softly, take nearly silent steps down the hallway, check each room, then stop outside your door. They tilt their head a little, listen to your breath just to make sure you are safe. This is not a habit, not wandering because of boredom. It is the instinct of a guard choosing that role because they love you. In the wild, a pack of dogs always has a member awake to protect the rest. And when your dog does this silently each night, it means in their heart, you are the pack, even the most important individual. They don't need you to know, don't need praise, certainly don't need anything in return. They act because their love makes them unable not to. If you ever wake at midnight and see them lying at your door, eyes half open as though keeping watch, then it wasn't coincidence. It was their silent whisper to you, "Sleep well, I'm here." Dogs don't say that with words. They say it by being awake. Section 2. Doorway Sentry. There is a scene that many people see daily but don't think much about. Your dog lying right by the doorway, eyes half open, head slightly raised each time you move. It seems ordinary, but actually it is one of their deepest loving acts. In a dog's world, where they lie tells you who they want to guard. And when they choose to position themselves between you and the door, it means their body has taken the role of gatekeeper. There, they can see you, hear every sound from outside, and react if something threatens your safety. This is not a random place to lie. This is the spot their instinct tells them, "Here, I protect you." They don't need noise to stay alert, don't need you to ask. Just you being in the room is enough for them to take on that role. And that loyalty often happens in quiet, so quietly that you might treat it as obvious. So next time when you open the door and see them lying at the threshold watching you, know that it's not a habit. It is love waiting for you at the entrance. Section 3. The Silent Shadow. There are days when you only move a few steps inside the house, but each time you turn back, you see your dog right behind you. No noise, no demands, just quietly following, like a gentle shadow who stays close enough to feel safe, far enough to not intrude. Many people call that following or shadowing. But for dogs, the action carries much deeper meaning. Experts call it proximity seeking, when they find peace by being near the person they trust the most. You go to the living room, they follow. You go to the kitchen, they switch direction. You just stand up to get a glass of water. They rise too, almost reflexively. Not because they fear you will leave, nor because they want something. They follow you simply because where you stand is where they feel they belong. With older dogs, this becomes even clearer. As their world slows down, their heart binds even more to the person they lean on. And every time you turn back and find them looking at you with those soft eyes, that is how they say, "I am here, because I feel most peaceful beside you." Section 4. Bringing you their favorite toy. There are moments when you sit quietly, and your dog silently brings you a toy and places it at your feet. It seems like they want to play, but the truth is much deeper. In a dog's world, the object in their mouth isn't just a rubber toy or old ball. It is something they have marked, kept, protected, nearly like a little possession, part of their own world. When they bring it to you, it's not only an invitation to play, it is a wordless declaration. "I trust you so much, I want to share what I love most with you." This kind of affection is rare, and it does not happen with everyone. Dogs don't offer their prized item to someone they do not fully trust. They only do this with the person they consider their emotional center, the one they look to when they feel safe or joyful. And the lovely thing is, sometimes they don't even want you to throw the toy. They just place it down, then look at you with those soft eyes as if saying, "Take care of it for me. I want you to touch what I love." That small act, when you understand it, is a gift. A gift not wrapped in paper, but wrapped in love. Section 5. Leaning their body against you. Have you ever been standing in the kitchen or sitting on the couch and your dog softly comes over and places their body gently against your leg? No bumping, no demands, no noise. Just a warm lean, quietly, enough for you to feel it without being forced to pay attention. For a dog, this is a deeply intimate moment. They are using your body as a pillar of safety, like a child resting their head on the shoulder of someone they trust most. This act shows they feel safest when you're beside them. Not because they are afraid, but because that is where their heart rests. Behavioral experts explain that when a dog leans their body, they are allowing themselves to become soft and vulnerable. They are not standing guard, not keeping distance, not scanning the environment. They are letting their body relax and entrust you with their weight, like a silent message. I need an anchor, and that anchor is you. With older dogs, this gesture becomes especially meaningful, because as they age, their world slows down, but their hearts tie even more tightly to the one they love. A small lean can sometimes hold more love than dozens of joyous barks. Section 6. Showing you their belly. There is an image that only those whom a dog truly trusts ever see. The moment when they roll onto one side, exposing their soft belly, the most vulnerable and the most delicate part of their body. Many people assume this is just asking for a belly rub, but the truth behind that action is much deeper. In nature, to expose the belly is an act of surrender, a signal of complete trust. A dog will never show their belly to an enemy, nor to someone they feel insecure around. When a dog does it for you, they are saying in their own way, "I know I am safe with you. I don't need to defend." And what's lovely is, it's not always about wanting you to rub it. Sometimes they simply want to lie next to you in a way that lets them feel totally relaxed, because beside you, they don't need to worry. They don't need to listen for sounds. They don't need to be guarded. They are allowed to be themselves. And they choose you to show this most vulnerable side. That is not an ordinary act. It is a deep compliment, spoken in a posture that only the heart can understand. Now, when you look back at your dog's little actions, from following you around the house, lying in front of the door, bringing the toy to your feet, to the soft belly they show you, you'll see that their love never was a mystery. It has always been there. It's just that we sometimes don't look deep enough to see it. Dogs don't speak in words, they speak in loyalty, in eyes, in the way they stand between you and the door, in the way they lean when they need peace, in their favorite toys, in their whole body placed before you without a guard. And if your dog has done one of these things, know that you are not only the one who cares for them. You are home. You are their anchor. You are the person they chose to love with all their soft silence. So, which of these actions moved you the most? Have you ever had a moment with your dog that made you feel loved in their very unique way? Share it, because your story might help someone else look at their dog with entirely new eyes. And if you'd like to understand even deeper about your dog's psychology and emotional language, stay tuned for the next video, where we will enter a hidden world that only truly dog-loving hearts can feel.